Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading for the week. So if you guys want to get a message from the cards, come on in, have a seat, get comfy. We're gonna look at some messages for you in a minute. Before I do, however, I would like to say that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons. That lets me know that you like what I'm making for you and want to see more. Um, and if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you totally can. I've listed all of my social media in the description, as well as the decks I've used for this video. So, um, yeah, get in touch, ask me questions. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. And actually, on that note, I do take private readings if you like what you see and are interested in getting a personal message from you. Everything you need to get that process started is listed, like I said, in the description. So, yeah, let me know how I can help you if at all possible. There will be a bonus reading at the end of this video, which is going to be time-stamped as well. So check that out if you want to just skip over all of my fluffy talking. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Just a sidebar, I have some incense off camera that's putting up a little bit of smoke. And by a little bit, I mean actually quite a bit. So just hang in there with me. You see something wafting in, that's probably what it is. So let's start with our oracle reading and see what we can get out of that for you. That is going to be our basic energy, what we can look forward to in terms of what's going on with us right now. How can we best use that energy for our higher purpose? And then the tarot portion of that is going to be how we can optimize it, what we can do to use it the best way possible. Yeah, let's see what we get. I'm excited. Okay, one more shuffle. Let's see how this goes. One more shuffle here. Okay. Alrighty. So for our oracle reading, we have the spider, create magic. We're being called to create magic. Okay. We also have the dove spirit, be peace. Okay. And we also have guinea pig. This is calling us to do our best to illuminate the universe. So this is fun. This is fun because I think right off the bat, we're being called to tap into our inner light. This is what I'm getting from the guinea pig card here. Tapping into our inner light, and in order to do that, we're being called to use that to create our magic, our own personal brand of magic here. And part of what's going to help us do that is to tap into our inner peace, bring that to the world. I think part of our inner magic is to be peaceful and to bring peace, frankly, to a world that desperately needs it. You sound off in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, how you might interpret these cards for yourself. I'm open to that, and keep in mind I'm only one reader, so 10 different readers are going to interpret these cards 10 different ways, right? But in order to tap into our light and create our magic, okay, we need to be peaceful and bring peace into our space right now, okay? So, dove, guinea pig, spider. Let's see how we can best use that through our tarot reading. So here we go. What I wanted to say about the tarot reading is that I usually will read 3 cards out of the middle of the deck, and then hidden and clarifying energy, kind of as general rules. But I do like to clarify um, what we're seeing in that energy as well. So um, you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Okay, so let's see what we need to see from our tarot. The first card out is that we have the Five of Swords. So part of this is working to understand what we may have sacrificed in order to get what we wanted. Okay, there's that. Let's see something else here. We also have the Two of Wands. Yes, those are wands. I saw that as swords. But we have the Two of Wands, and we also have the Two of Coins. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that there are some desires to kind of make progress and move forward, and I think part of that is being held back because you're hesitating, you're unsure. There are some things that you have to weigh out, some things that you have to juggle. Okay. And there's certainly a sense of balance that needs to be restored for you. I'm getting here because this Two of Pentacles, this Two of Coins characters really only standing on one foot right now. And, they're being asked to hold a lot of energy, do a lot of things. But what is really kind of getting problematic is that they want to move forward. And maybe this is you. You want to move forward. You're at this gateway, okay? And you're being held back because you're not sure. Maybe in specific, you're not sure of what you're going to lose by stepping out of the gate. Okay? Speaking of juggling, let me rearrange the cards here. Like I said, you're afraid of losing what you have because you're taking a step outside of the gate. And yeah, that's a little nerve-wracking. I can certainly see how that might be, how that might affect your decision making. But ultimately, the decision does need to be made at some point, and it's up to you to weigh out what you have and whether it's worth holding on to or sacrificing all of that sacrificing all of that in terms of stepping out of the gate and potentially losing what you have. The hidden energy, okay, the hidden energy is the Hierophant in reverse. I believe this is the Hierophant. Yes, it is the Hierophant. So, with context in regards to this, I think you might need to do some inner work, explore what's on your heart a little bit more deeply. Because I think one thing that you're very good at is getting surface level information, particularly about your personhood, because I equate the Hierophant upright, certainly with personal truths, orthodoxy, doing what's right by you. But right now, you might not be so clear about that. You might not be so sure. And, again, you have this call to step out of the gate. Do you sacrifice your comfort zone, or do you go for that? Do you go for the horizon? That's going to take some exploration. That's going to take some exploration. Okay. I do think deep down you know what's going on and you know what's right for you right now. I think it's just going to take a little bit of work to get it to get you in the mindset of where these are non-negotiables. Okay. Um, so that is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. That's our hidden energy. Our clarifying energy is the Knight of Swords. Yeah, get some mastery over how you're thinking right now, because I feel like you're a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Um, yeah, you're a little bit outside of your comfort zone because I don't think you've had to address this situation before, or if you have had to address this situation before, you've chosen not to really think about it too much. And now that it's presented itself again, you're being forced to really look at it like, yeah, I really do need to do something different with my life right now. But it's um, it's scary, and I don't blame you for feeling scared. Hold on, smoke coming in. um, though I'm gonna take that as confirmation that I'm on the right track here. Um, yeah, it's time to look at some mastery, getting some mastery over your thoughts because they are triggering your emotions. And yeah, they are triggering your emotions, and it's probably time to really sit and really sit with yourself and address the situation. Okay, so there is the King of Swords as our clarifying energy. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we can clarify each of the cards. We're going to see why we're seeing, why are we seeing each of these cards? Okay. So, to clarify our Five of Swords, let's see some hidden and clarifying energy, why we are seeing the Five of Swords. Okay. There's one that came popping right out. All right, we have the Page of Cups. So we're being, eventually we're going to have to take action specifically on our emotional and spiritual growth. And I'm lumping these two things in together because it may have an effect on how you move forward as a spiritual being. Okay, eventually you are going to have to get yourself to a place where you can be emotionally mature about this situation. Things are changing, and they have been changing a lot. I'm going through a lot of personal change right now. Just the world, I mean, we're in 2023, so there's just a lot of new cycles beginning for all of us. Okay, and attaining mastery over our thoughts is going to help us move forward because this journey is going to be an emotional one. And addressing what I'm seeing out here with the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles here, it is going to be emotional. And you might not know certain details you need to move forward, which is why I say get into your reflection. Because it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you clarify on how to take action. Okay. So there is the Page of Cups. Okay. That's clarifying the Five of Swords. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we also have the Ace of Swords. There's a new opportunity in this, and specifically a new opportunity to shift your perspective. How can you plan on shifting your perspective so your approach to the situation is a healthy one? Okay. I even if you're unclear about certain things right now, going back to the Hierophant, I think you know what that's going to take for you to do. Okay. Yeah, you know what that's going to take for you to do. So there's the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. That was clarifying the Five of Swords. So let's see why we are seeing the Two of Wands here. What is the message for the Two of Wands here, please? Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Oh, nice. We have the Ace of Wands. There's going to be some new ideas that potentially spark new creativity, new creative endeavors, something that you're getting very deeply passionate about. There are going to be emotional journeys that happen out of this, and the opportunity for you to take those things is here, to take those challenges on. It will be challenging. Okay. It is ready, it's waiting, it's available to you. You just have to make the choice on whether you leave your comfort zone or not. Ultimately, that is for you. Okay. So there's the Ace of Wands, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. Immediately, I'm hearing things are going to turn in your favor. Okay, things are going to be very much in the ball's going to be in your court. That doesn't mean things don't change, and they will. Everything does, and nothing is static. Nothing is static, including you. Okay, and please don't be offended by me saying that. But the truth of that is that when you're feeling good, you're feeling good, right? When you're feeling bad, it's like, yeah, this is definitely a different feeling from what I'm used to. Okay. What I'm trying to say is when you're on top, it's great. When you're on the bottom, not so much. But the wheel turns, and it's going to turn back in your favor. You just have to be receptive and open-minded to that change, especially with regards to your creative endeavors, your creative endeavors, and certainly your journey. Okay. So Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Let's see why we are seeing the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles. Let's see some cards, please. Why are we seeing the Two of Pentacles? Okay, to start, we are seeing the Two of Pentacles because there is a call to balance. There's a call to answer for past behaviors. Certainly, there have been some decisions you made that have put you off your course a little bit, and it's time to take yourself to task for those things. Be gentle with yourself, but know that you can take responsibility for that. You're capable of taking responsibility for it, and you should. Okay. So there is justice. Okay. And we also have the Two of Cups. Okay. So, that's interesting. That is very interesting because, we're being called to take responsibility, to rebalance ourselves. But there's also learning experiences to be had in doing that, right? Because you've already had a bit of a journey, right? It's been a lot, and you already have innate wisdom. You already have a certain amount of innate wisdom. Now it's time to take what you know and integrate it with what you're learning. Okay, because there's certainly new lessons to be learned in this situation. Okay. And I think the idea of taking responsibility for for yourself right now is going to mean that you are very much welcoming in these opportunities. There's going to be things that you didn't think were possible for you before, but they're certainly possible now. Okay, and they were there before, just maybe wasn't necessarily open-minded to them. Okay, but ultimately, this is about taking what you know and taking what you're learning and integrating it with what you already know. Okay, so there's the Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups. Let's clarify the Hierophant in reverse, please. So why are we seeing the Hierophant in reverse here? Okay, Hierophant in reverse. So there's the Six of Cups. There's something that you need to reconnect with, and I think that's your personal truths. Yeah, start by reconnecting with your personal truths. What do you already know about yourself, and what do you consider a non-negotiable for you personally? Okay, what I mean by non-negotiable is what facts are you so clear about that nobody can tell you otherwise, right? I am this, I am that, I have these certain qualities that allow for this to be true for me, right? I'm keeping it vague because these are very personal, and certainly your personal non-negotiables are going to look very different from everybody else's. But within context of this reading, I think you've lost sight of that a little bit, and it isn't necessarily bad. It isn't necessarily bad, but I don't think it's kept you inside of your goals. Like you haven't necessarily kept your eye on your goals because you haven't been necessarily acting according to your truths. Okay, so again, work to reconnect with those truths. Okay, there's the Six of Cups, and we also have the Chariot. So this is about gaining clarity, and a clarity you might not have had before you came to this situation. There will be once you start reconnecting, once you start giving yourself the grace and the kindness to move forward, you're going to see a lot of things happening rapidly for you. The thing that you need to know about the Chariot is this represents your ability and your capability to take your power, to take your will and make it manifest. Okay? That doesn't mean brute force it, because that isn't going to work. Okay? But giving yourself the grace and the kindness to move forward and to reconnect with your capabilities will see you making progress. Okay? So there's the Chariot, and that is coupled with the Six of Cups. That is clarifying the Hierophant in reverse. Okay? And finally, let's see why we are seeing the King of Swords, please. What is our King of Swords doing here? Hello, sir. Thank you. Okay, and so we got our two cards bouncing right out. We have the Ace of Coins. Okay. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. We have the Ace of Coins, and we also have the Ten of Cups. Let me clarify the Ace of Coins here. By gaining mastery of your thoughts during this time, you're going to start seeing a practical a practical and grounded way of moving through this time. You might not feel so untethered. You might not feel so off balance. And it's going to be a very healthy time of growth for you. This could also mean that you find new work, you make new efforts to network and put down connections with other people. This could be certainly material growth, although that probably could be treated more as a bonus of this work. But certainly starting to make an effort to put down your roots. You're going to see a very practical approach start to manifest itself, especially in this situation. Okay. I love it. I love that so much. There's the Ace of Coins. Okay. And we have the Ten of Cups. There's going to be so much peace, so much happiness, so much love, especially if you're within a relationship or significant relationship to you, possibly romantic, but again, I leave that to your discretion. Discretion, discernment, that it's yours to decide whether that resonates. But there's going to be a lot of peace, a lot of satiety, a lot of really good things coming to you. Once you take the effort, once you make the effort to get out of your comfort zone. So, if the question was, do I sacrifice what I already have in order to gain what's coming outside of the gate? I would say the answer is yes, judging by the Ten of Cups. But once again, I leave that choice to you to make. Please also keep in mind, and I probably should say this at the beginning of each of these readings, is that I'm only giving you information and what I see in the cards. Ultimately, you can decide whether or not this resonates and whether or not whether or not this resonates, but you are also free to rewrite the script. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. I'll probably see you next video. Hopefully I see you next video. But if it is resonating with you, I'm glad I can help in this way. So let's see. What about you? How are you doing in this? What about your energy? Let's tap, if you will allow me to, let's tap into this energy and see what it is that we can do for you as a participant in this reading. All right, let's see. All right. So, let's see here. One more shuffle. I have to riffle shuffle these cards because they're so long. So bear with me. Let me do that again, and we'll see. We'll see what else comes up here. Nope. All right. Well, let's see what else we got. All right. So first card. All right. We have the Knight of Wands. This is the Prince of Wands. So this is taking action on your passions, and in specific, being vocal about them. I'm getting here from the journalist, or at least this character embodies the idea of a journalist, I would suppose. Prince of Wands, certainly the action-taking aspect about it. So, what lights you up? What gets you fired up? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What are you most excited about? Okay. And if you don't know what that is, it's okay. It's okay. There's certainly some days where I don't want to get out of bed because even though I have a massive list of things to do, Sometimes that's not quite as motivating. um, Again, going back to the original point here, there's something in this that is really firing you up. And I suppose it's time to do what you need to do, say what you need to say, and certainly get back to you ultimately. Okay. So there is the Prince of Wands. That is the Knight of Wands. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have? Okay. We also have Death. There's something in your energy that is changing or has changed. Okay. I'm sorry about the creepiness of this card. It's certainly not meant to be creepy. It's just that, once again, things are changing. Things are moving in a way that you might not have thought about before. But this is where it's time to take action, maybe go with the flow of this transformation. Yeah, go with the flow of this transformation. Um, because again, remember that the final card from our first portion is this Ten of Cups. Yeah, go with the flow. Take it easy, do what you gotta do. But know that things are changing, and it's probably best if you, again, give yourself grace and kindness, like I said with the Chariot. And, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go with the flow either. Okay. So there's Death. All right. Okay, we also have the Moon. Yeah, going back to the go with the flow idea. You might not see where the road's going. That could be contributing to a lot of your fear too, and that is okay. That's okay. All right. I'm saying that it's okay because everybody feels fear. Everybody feels unsure at times, but it's how you manage it, it's how you manage it that counts. It's not, that cliched phrase of it's not about how you fall, it's how you get back up, right? I'm going to modify that by saying you might not see the road ahead of you. You might not know where that's going to lead. But again, going with the flow, taking it easy, giving yourself grace and kindness right now. Lots of change, lots of opportunity, okay? Lots of opportunity. But it might not be clear. It might not be clear. Go with the flow. Once again, just go with the flow. Okay, there's the Moon. All right, let's see. Let's see our hidden and clarifying energy for this portion of the reading, and then we're going to get into our bonus. So if you want to just jump right over, like I said in the beginning, go ahead. Hopefully it will either enhance the main reading or it will be all new. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But in the meantime, let's get our hidden and clarifying energy. Hidden energy. We have the Ace of Wands again. New opportunity. New opportunities. Again, passions, inspirations. A lot's going to come out of this, and it is going to be absolutely beautiful because the spark of that fire is going to be there. And ironically, I have a candle going as well. It's supposed to be spring rain, but ultimately smells a bit soapy. Candle going. The spark is going to be there. Synchronicities. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, like I said, the spark of that is going to be there. Okay, so there's the Ace of Wands is our hidden energy. clarifying energy, please. Okay. Once again, we're back to the Five of Swords. I think you're still feeling kind of lost and discomforted because you're not sure, you're not quite sure whether the sacrifice of your comforts are worth giving them up. Is it worth the sacrifice? I don't know. Is it worth it to try and go with the flow? I'm shrugging because I can't answer those questions for you. I could offer a personal viewpoint, but ultimately I don't think this reading is about me. This reading is not about me. Only you get to decide what this reading looks like for you. Just know that I've given you the best information I can get out of the cards. Okay. So let's get into the bonus reading for you. To start with our oracle energy for this bonus reading, we have the Crow. This is asking us to trust in transformation. Okay. We also have the Buffalo Spirit, which is saying that the abundant universe will provide. Okay. And we also have the Bat. This is calling us to see through illusion. See through illusion into the truth. All right. Immediately, I'm sensing that you've been in a lack mindset for a little bit. A lack mindset that is holding you back from really going for what you want, from really getting after your goals and doing the things that you're most excited to do during your day. I think that perspective is changing, especially right now. Once again, there's been a lot of change, a lot of very tumultuous energy with all the holidays and things going on. That's certainly true if you celebrate the way I did. I'm glad it's over. In any case, there's a lot of change, and the mindset that you've been in while this change is going on is starting to shift, which is very healthy. It's very good, because it's breaking the illusions of what you may had, specifically in terms of having what you need and being abundant right now. Okay, so there's our oracle energy. Let's see our tarot energy. All right. So for your tarot, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. We also have the Three of Coins, and we have the Star. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and you may feel very much out of control over yourself and what you're going through. Yeah, over yourself and what you're going through right now. I think it's perfectly reasonable to be overwhelmed, because once again, there's a lot going on. Overwhelmed, but also because of the scarcity mindset, you may think that, oh my God, I'm really stuck and I don't know what to do because everything's happening way too quickly. I think it's definitely best to slow down, take it easy. Again, like I said in the main reading, give yourself grace and kindness, because a lot of things are shifting, and they may be shifting pretty quick. Okay. The thing is, you have your goals and you have certain things that you want to do, but I don't think it can be done, especially right now. I think you might have to ask a little bit of help, which is kind of, I feel like it's chapping you a little bit. It's chafing a little bit because it's like, yeah, I don't want this. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad to reach out. because certainly there will be people who have a different view of your situation. And reaching out may be helpful, it may hinder you, but ultimately that is a balance you have to strike. And it's a balance you have to strike, but also bearing in mind that it's what's on your heart, what's in your heart and on your mind. That's for you to decide what you want to do with it and where to go next. Don't right now. It's probably best to look up. I'm saying look up because there is a light. There is means of navigation. You have your North Star. And to quote another of my decks, if you orient your personal compass to your highest good, you'll always be steered in the right direction. Okay. So there's the star. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I hope this has helped you. I hope this has given you a little bit of perspective into your situation right now. If it has, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know if you guys want to see more by clicking all of the buttons. You know where they are. And get in touch if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Everything's in the description. And I'd also like to wish you guys a very happy new year. I hope 2023 is hopefully much better than 2022, but I hope that it treats you well and that you move forward with clarity and peace. Okay, that's it, guys. I will see you very soon. In the meantime, stay safe, and I love you lots. Bye, everybody.